Alright, how's it going everybody? This is Darkoden, and I'm playing some RoadCraft. And let's see, I wanna make sure I have chat where I can see it. Okay, look at this chat. Alright, let's get the keyboard out of the way. Probably gonna whack my view a bit because I'm pushing my mouse under. Okay. Let's get back to, where are we? We are, okay, right, we're doing runs with sand. I finished this, the little bridge kinda, going across there, put a whole bunch more dirt down, kinda widen it and everything, make it a little bit smoother, easier to run down. Put a lot more dirt down on this road, as you can tell, it's all dirt now. But for today, we're gonna do what I wanted to do on the last stream, which is we're gonna build us a road across that deep lake. Excuse me. Oh, and some more info from last stream. I believe I was telling y'all about this new game that I got. It was a survival game that looked pretty cool. Well, I have since played it, and it is called Outbreak Island, and it's a single player, I do believe. Pretty sure it's a single player, but you get to you're on this island, and every night this beam of light comes down and provides the entire island with electricity, so you can then cook on stoves, and there's light in the houses and stuff, and water is able to run. But during the day, that's all off. But while it's on during the night, that's when the whatever these monsters are, they're like super powered by the electricity, and they can fire magic and stuff. And they fire something. There's also people in the world that has guns, and it's not the big time crafting like on some survival craft where you gotta make workbenches and all of that, make tools and stuff. On this one you have workbenches, but you make the tools in the workbenches and then they're made. You don't actually hold them. When you go to your other workbench to make certain stuff, it'll like tell you, oh, you need the screwdriver or a saw or something like this. And if you have it already made, then it's in your inventory automatically. You don't have to like pull it out or use it or anything like that. You just make it in the workbench and it's made. And you go to the workbench and make things. But it seems like the game is kind of like, if y'all have seen my series on Choo Choo Charlie, where you pretty much have to go around this big old map with X's on it, discover areas and stuff. And that's kind of what this Outbreak game is like, is trying to find the deepest spot, and that's probably it there. But it's kind of like there's X's all over the map. You have to go around, discover what they are and everything, and you do all of this in your vehicle. I didn't mention the vehicle yet, but you get a vehicle that you can drive around, which holds logs in the back. It can also hold extra storage, and oh, gas cans. It holds like 3 jerry cans in a box, which is pretty cool looking. That you ride around with, and you can fill up for both your vehicle's fuel and for other workbenches. Because there are some workbenches, like the smelt metal, you have to go to a certain location and smelt the metal there when the power is either running, or if you have fuel in a jerry can, you can then go fill up whatever workbench's generator that runs it, and then you can power it. But it's a pretty neat little game. I'm enjoying it so far, and I probably will do a series on it at some point. Because you can like upgrade the vehicle. That's the thing I didn't mention to you. You can upgrade the vehicle, kind of like on Choo Choo Charlie, which makes me think of Choo Choo Charlie. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to the right. I don't know if you can upgrade the vehicle with like weapons and stuff like on Choo Choo Charlie, but I I think it's mainly storage and like the toughness of the vehicle. But you can run the stuff over and kill them. I found that out. I've run over little crab aliens, which you get crab alien meat, which I haven't figured out how to cook either yet. And then I've hit a couple of the standing ones, only during the day though, if I kill them. But it's a pretty neat game. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Back to this, we pretty much are just going back and forth with dirt. But if you see a game that you think I might be interested in, or other people might be interested in, let me know. And I'll definitely cover it on the channel. I've done it for a couple of other ones. And it don't matter what it is, if it's survival or simulator, I'll cover it. I've done from bank simulators and laundry simulators all the way up to like power wash simulator, which is probably the bigger one that I do. And I'm working on at this moment. We already released 2 power wash, 2 episodes at this moment. Many more to come. There's so much work to be done on that game. I really should have covered all that dirt. I was trying to, you can see how I was going down into the water down there, and I was trying to dump dirt in the water at the bottom of that hill to stop that hill from sliding, so that I could add dirt up here. I'm dumping a little bit of dirt coming up that hill. That's alright. I'll flatten it out again, and that just will add more to the top of the hill. Even with that shortcut, this is such a long trek with dirt. It's a good thing I didn't do what would happen to go down that bridge and everything. Even longer. Okay, spin this thing. Straight, which we are not. Looking this way a little bit. That should be straight. Alright, I think I'm hitting the hill. Yeah, I'm hitting the hill. Alright. Well, a little closer. I suppose we can start pouring. We'll just pour this and get it above. Oh, I didn't want to lift the thing all the way. Well, it's fine. Put one more load in the water right here where I'm sitting. We'll drag it out to the top here, and then we'll hit that with the dozer again. That should extend our road a little more. And slowly, dump by dump, we'll extend the road all the way across. The water is so deep. I did when I was where is it? It was over here. Yeah, it was over here up on this hill. I fell. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, you kind of can. Where all that dirt is, that's placed in between that white stuff and the cliffside there. When I was dumping that, at one point I put the dump truck on the edge of it. I thought I had the parking brake on and I went to lift the bed to dump dirt. I didn't realize how deep it was, and it started dumping, and I thought I had the brake on, but I did not. It started to slide, and it slid way down into the water before I had scrambled to hit the brakes because I was trying to get the bed to go back down. And so yeah, that is very deep. Like only 10 or 15 feet away from that coastline right there is like, shoot, you probably could have put 2 or 3 of my trucks on top of my truck, and the one on the very top might have been sticking out of the water. Like it was deep. And it still looked like it went deeper. So it would be pretty hard to fill that whole lake in. I was thinking about it at one point, doing it just for shits and giggles, just to fill that lake in and be like, ah, there's no lake there no more. You can drive wherever you want. But, oh, there you go. It would take so much sand. And it's just so far, it's such a drive from the sand pit. I mean, maybe if you sat there for, oh shit, I'm gonna dump this load. Like, maybe if you sat there for so long near that sand thing and made like a road that went down into there, straight from there, and you could just keep going back and forth. But even then, oh, that's a lot of loads, and you still would have to either push them with the dozer to the other end, or you'd have to bring them to the other end with a dump truck physically. You still would have to do a lot of driving. That's a big old area. Get those pipes all up at some point. Or turn them in. That'll be that sucker's job whenever I get this, the other pipe in it installed over there. I can take and come back and get as many of those pipes as I can get. Salvage that, get us some more money, buy us some more vehicles. I'd like to get some forestry vehicles so we can chop some of these trees down that get in our way instead of keep knocking them down. So we're losing money there. Come on, spin. I think that's straight. Yeah. Oh, almost all the way out of the water. I should probably get it out. No, I'll run it over. I'll run it over once. The dozer, if it gets low, which it probably will. Just had to dump a load along the whole stretch. So dark. Woo! Back it up. I really nosedived there. Very well that worked out, I thought. It's still pretty high all the way. We just gotta extend the road some more. This thing parked back out of the way. Out there, we gotta get to that building and then kind of turn, get over to there. Alright, let's keep going. Where'd it go? I can't even really tell what part of this road. I keep dumping little bitty piles there. I should run that over with the front end loader. I get that with the. Fix that real quick. It's only gonna get worse. That might have made it worse. Especially right there by the rock. But it did make this end better, I believe. Just smoother. I really needed to dump a lot more dirt in here. Fix it properly. So it wasn't just a hill going up there. But that's gonna take a lot more time. It took quite a while. I think I was on for like 4 or 5 hours after the stream trying to clean that up. Well, doing all of this road, filling that a bunch more. It took so much dirt just to fill that dang turn up there. And down at the bottom, in a deep spot. There's a lot of them, you know, like you dump the load up there and then you just watch the whole field slide down into the water and it was like you put nothing up there. You gotta put like 3 or 4 loads just to get a little bit of it built. So it's starting to become less and less of an incline with all of the accidental dumpings. This part's the only part that's a bit of a pain, getting through that little rock alley. Oh shit, dumped dirt there. And less than I have for the road, but that won't bug me going back and forth through there. And all of that was off the road I dumped. I lost that back left. I want to dump dirt right there on my right side just to have a little turnaround area right here. But this is good. We're doing alright. I sure hope we don't hit like a crane or like a crane or something in the water, whatever that is, that like beams that's going across there. Oh, I hit something. Hit something I can't go over. I can't get. I wish you could go like dip under the water a little bit just to like see what's there. That's just pour sand on it. It's taking a lot of sand to uncover. To cover whatever it is. Okay, a few more seconds. I need to get off the side of the road. I'm running over all these damn rocks. Sucker don't like rocks. And I've noticed too, since the last one, I was wanting someone to comment on whether or not the sand like shifts just under your tracks, and it absolutely does. This hill over here on the side, I was trying to run on the side of it, and when I got on the side of it with my tracks, it started to shift. You could see the sand shifting underneath me and stuff, going down further. I guess because it's such an incline there and it's already getting ready to fall. If you run over it, it's going to fall. I'll mess the road up a little bit. Kind of makes me wonder if the sandy roads with the rain and all, like these roads that I haven't paved and all, will they eventually erode away if I don't pave them? I got a lot of roadway that's ready to be paved, but I haven't paved it just yet. Side a little bit. That's good. Made it through there without any trouble. Time. Doing that, I could just spin the bucket around. Oh, am I going outside? I'm going outside. Get on. Ooh, and bridge. Alright. Get this off to the side with the rest of this. I'm gonna push that. I'll dump some more. Hope I'm not digging that road down deeper and deeper, which I feel like I might be. How far can I push this? There's something there I'm bumping up on. So I'm gonna have to completely cover whatever that is with dirt. Get past it. Oh boy. Okay, let's get him up there. I don't want to go so far that I sink myself. Flip. Okay. We'll get another load. And we'll try to fill that piece in and cover it. rinse and repeat. Oh, and almost forgot. For those of you that do know Haze Monkey and watch this channel, he's going in for his last operation, hopefully, for his whole perforated intestine deal. They went in and put them back together. Now he is one whole tube man. They say he's gonna be in there for a week, just recover from that, and then he would be good to go. He'll be pooting and tooting just like a regular person. Oh, which I guess I'd give a big shout out to the Small Gaming Shed over on Discord, which is the group that Haze Monkey pretty much he plays with a bunch of his buddies and stuff. And they've been giving him a lot of support and sending cards and stuff. Thank you guys for all that support. I love sent to Haze while he's been recovering. Oh god, no. Woo. Thank you, Dumper, for doing that. I almost went over it. I want to back up more. I want to get more of this. Yeah, dump that. That was about ready to tip me. Alright, but we got a good bit in there. Okay. It must be like a beam of something, or maybe a dirt hill, like that hill and this one over there. That's right here that I'm like precariously teetering on. I was afraid there might be a huge drop off on the other side of it too. But that is our road over there that we gotta get to. We just gotta get around this house a little bit more, and then make a right, and we can start heading straight to it. We're getting there. get in between those. It's just not enough sand. But the majority of the sand I dump up there just slides right off the mountain. You know what I'm saying? I was working on that project to stop it so that I could fill it more, but it was getting real late and I was getting tired. It's at least traversable as it is. It gets worse as I drive. Maybe I'll have to do some like little road maintenance and fill it a little more, but it hasn't really shown too bad of signs of wear and tear. The only bad spot was the spot going up that was still kind of steep, and I think we fixed that with a couple of little dumps that we accidentally made. It's one nice thing with the physics on here. The physics with the dirt in the truck is just so good that if you have too steep of an incline, just try to go up it with the dirt in the truck. If the dirt falls out, well then it fell out where it needs to be. Come behind it with the dozer, flatten it out. You're good. Oh boy, I'm gonna lose this load here. Not careful. Here we go. I'm bumping all over on those rocks. Thought I was getting ready to tip. I like the tracks over the muddy dirt and all, but they're a little annoying over rock, especially these little bitty rocks. Oh. I think it's just because these tracks don't really have, like, you see my axles and stuff are really close to the ground, whereas these wheel ones, they got a lot more clearance than I do. I run over a rock, the rock gets stuck on my axles and shit. This one. Stop. I think I see the mound in the water. Yeah. That's my 2 dirt mounds that I dropped. I'm a little bit off of them, I think. That way, maybe right there. One. Come on, maybe. Get to the other side of you. Oh, that was the wrong one. See, that's what I did last time when I almost wrecked. I put it in low gear instead of brake on. Mound sticking out of the water there now, at least. I should be able to start dumping there and drag it to here, and then flatten that all out with the dozer and be ready to go. Eventually though, I'm gonna probably have to put more dirt on top of that road, because every time I run over with the dozer, it's just skimming a little bit off the top each time, I do believe. So that road's just slowly sinking. Though the more I do that and it like slowly sinks, it does, I think, spread the road out sideways, so it'll get wider too, which is also good. Push this road get wider. I know, all these stupid rocks right here just keep sucking up sand. See how much sand it took right there just to get that built up to where I could roll over it nice and easy? Massive pile. So February. Come on, I'm stuck on this friggin' rock. There we go. Oh, come on. Track was stuck on it. There we go. Ooh, what was that all about? Screen kind of shuddered there. I hope that didn't mess up stream. Yeah, I need to check stream after that. I don't know what that was all about. That was weird. It's like my whole screen kind of like flickered and stretched to one side. Looks like we're still good. Okay, yeah, we're still good. Oof. It's weird. Right. Don't truck over there. Quit zooming in. And truck. Oh, come on. Couldn't get it to turn. It just didn't want to turn. The load was just taking me forward. Hey, come on. Come on, you big behemoth. Spin. Freaking rock. And out of that. There we go. I know the top spins, and I should use that to do this. I get confused which way it's facing. Make sure I'm facing the right direction. Go forward. I'm gonna get another load and dump it along this road. Along this thin part and all. Get that last little bit of water there, and then I'll just drag it along the road. Almost to the turn. There. This has got to be the slowest part of this whole operation, getting through that. Everything else nice and smooth. Like, unfortunately, that'll be the one part of this road, unless I can get it fixed and get a lot more sand dumped in there. That part probably won't be able to be paved, because I doubt I'll be able to get the paver or the roller through there to actually flatten or pave any of it. The vehicle will wind up just getting stuck on the first rock and not be able to get through. They don't have a lot of ground clearance. They need level, pretty level ground. Trying to find the best path and to get over that rock without bumping all over. Seems like a good path if I can take that every time. That is an awesome site. The straight down walls, you can tell that that was a quarry at some point. This ain't a natural lake. I'm just gonna pull try to do this. Fun part that I gotta hit reverse instead of forward. It dumped us right. It always kind of trips me up. I didn't have enough to go the whole way, but I had enough to go good every way. Oop! See, like that. I got the thing going backwards. So let's spin this around. Back all the way out of there. So no matter what, I'm gonna have to turn around to leave. Flatten that. While driving in that view, I can't quite see where the blade is. See. Oh, and that would be the end. Okay. That's a crane. We are almost past where that crane is. We got a couple more loads. We get past that, then we should be able to turn and go straight over to that road. Even further than I thought we would get. That dump truck does hold a lot of dirt. It's like 20 tons of dirt that's in that thing. Or sand. It's a lot more than the first dump truck is. Here. Let's go get some more loads. Like, I definitely wouldn't be doing these projects if I didn't have this dump truck. I would have opted for the shorter route just to, well, I don't know if it's a shorter route, but would have been shorter just to get there to get the pipe out, which would have been to go through the woods and stuff, to knocking down trees and pouring dirt through there to get to it. Instead of coming over the existing, or were old roads that have been washed away or flooded completely. I don't even know. Well, I was gonna say, I don't even know why they would build a town down in there, because it's probably not a town. It's all the buildings for that quarry. Jesus, I was hitting the button since I got there. fix myself before I get up there. Okay. Oh, probably bumped a little there. Although I didn't see it. But I haven't dumped any on that road since those last couple of dumps, so we might fix it well enough. Anyway. Still kind of iffy. If you go off that road and you hit your brakes or something, you're probably going to shift the load enough to dump it on that incline. I have dumped many of those, well, not many of those, I've probably done it like 3 or 4 times where I'm on an incline or something and I just slam the brakes on and the sand goes tipping over one side or the other. Or I hit a barrier or something just a little bit too hard. Come on, thing, turn. And the dirt tips out. It's so much easier to do it this way. For me, anyway. I did bulldoze, yeah. Should be good. Straight. Just take a dip, see what we get. Okay, that was the bump where the dozer stopped. I'm not going straight no more. I'm kind of off to the side a little. Hold on. Make sure I'm straight. Alright. I feel like I'm going crooked. Oh boy, oh jeez, yep, please do dump that dirt. That falls off. As it is, I'm almost engine underwater. Just gonna dump it all right here so I know where to stop. The next one. Don't go too far. Alright. That's a good section there. We'll fill in. That gets us here to the crane. The very next time we do this part of trying to stretch the road out again, we'll be at the crane. Hopefully. As long as it's not too deep. Love the way the water reacts on here. Get that weight coming up. Me pulling out the water. Hope all the maps have a good bit of stuff where you have to get through rivers and lakes and stuff like this. So I like the reaction between dirt and water, playing with that. It's so awesome. A rock, but at least I shoved it further away. Get these pipes and all out of here, I'll probably dump a lot more dirt right here to try to make a better platform to then fill this area in. But I gotta get those pipes out of the way because I'll start dumping too much dirt over there and I'm liable to push the pipes down into the water and they'll be lost right. I ain't about to go down there and fill in the whole bottom of the lake to try to find some pipes. I don't even know if that would be possible. Like, what would happen? Will the water disappear like in these puddles, or will it just keep shoving the water upwards? That would be insane. I don't know if it would shove the water upwards. It probably would just, once the dirt gets over the top of the water would be gone. I think the water's at a fixed level. So we got chat. Message retracted. Oh hey. Hey, how's it going? I'm moving. That's moving a bunch of dirt. This is gonna be back and forth for a bit until I get to the other side of that lake. This is one of my little mega projects. When I'm done with this one, though, I will go back to doing missions and stuff. I mean, this one technically is for a mission, but I could have went a shorter route. I just wanted to make a road across this deep ass lake to see just how deep it was. It is pretty damn deep. You can lose a vehicle easily. Matter of fact, I might just take the scout truck and I might just run it off the edge just to show y'all how deep this thing is. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let's go see. See how deep it is. The garage isn't too far away and I can get it back there, and I don't really need the scout truck right now anyway. Load her off. Let's check this out. Alright. Go straight ahead. Oh, I'm probably gonna hit the stuff I put down. Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. Shit. Back up. Oh, nope. It's dead. Should have thought about that before I went. I forgot I dumped a load of dirt there, and this is not as tall as my dump truck, so it's dead in the water. I'll bring it back, and we'll try in a different spot once I dump this load and all. Let's go here. I'll pick up this one. Paying you. Deploy. Let's go. So they got it in first gear. Oh no, they didn't have the other gears on. There we go. Alright. Where? Oh, hold on. There's the bridge. Let's go this way to be shorter. Oh, yeah. Good chat. Oh, not much up over here. My brother's in for surgery at the moment. He's monkey, so he's I'm just chilling and playing a video game. He's gonna be up there for about a week. No, I wouldn't make it. I would just hit the rocks. I was thinking about running it off of that to see how deep, but I could probably run it off right around there. Somewhere. Let's see, right here, maybe. The bad part is these vehicles don't really go very fast, so I can't. Yeah. No, that's not a good. It's not a good spot, but you can tell it is pretty deep. And my truck's not like flat. It's still. Oh, it's still sinking. Yeah, it was still sliding down. It's way down in there. That's just the front end where the engine is. The back end is almost going straight down. That's just pretty deep. Right, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Let's get back to work. That's how crazy deep that stuff is. I don't think I've actually rolled across the bottom with this thing. I can't reach the bottom. I should have turned around. Dump this the other way. Back. Love this dump truck. This thing is just so useful. I don't need no other dump truck. Back it up. A little further. Ooh, right there. I'm gonna have to pull something. Nope. I'm being backwards. I'm being pulled backwards. Forgot I'm reversed. Don't go up. Just. Good thing that rock's there to catch me. That's gonna be my little like halfway turnaround spot. I don't go live daily. It's almost every other day. Cause I do a lot of edited videos too. So it's kind of off and on, and I do a big variety of games. I don't really stick with a game for very long. Some of them I do. This one I'll probably be on this one for quite a while, just because it takes a while to do things. But I've got right now we've got RoadCraft that we do live. On the weekends we do Ghost Games live. So we do like the Outlast Trials, Phasmophobia if there's like a holiday event, along with a bunch of other ones, Ghost Watchers, Devourer, Repo, Lethal Company, those kind of games on the weekends. During the week it's usually these kind of games, and most of the time I'm solo. Weekends I do it with my editing team. But I think, what is it? RoadCraft? Trying to remember. I'm having a brain fog. What is the other dang game that I'm on? Oh no, I don't have another one. It's just, the other ones I'm recording. It's Power Wash Simulator 2 and Ranch Simulator right now. Those are the edited. Those I don't do live. It's me and Safari, my head editor, on Ranch Simulator, and we're pretty much just building up the ranch, getting animals and stuff. We don't have very many animals at the moment. I think we got chickens. But we have a pig pen built, and next episode we're working on goats. And the other one, Power Wash Simulator, is pretty much just power washing stuff. Wash a building, wash a car. I think the next one I gotta record is a cement truck, but I've got like almost 20 already recorded, just waiting to be edited. And we're not like a massive team, so it's we did do videos every day, but a bunch of us, or at least the family, like Hayes had some health issues. I had some issues with my wrist and stuff. Safari's still having some issues with her wrist and other health problems. But so we've slowed down a little bit. Jeez, because we were doing a video every day and doing live streams on the weekends. Now I try to do edited videos on Wednesdays and Mondays and Fridays if I can get to them. And live streams are pretty much every other day. Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, and just if I don't feel like doing a video on Monday, Friday, I'll do a live stream. Definitely gonna need more dirt for that. I'm gonna try to run it over with the thing to flatten it out a little bit though, because I'm not gonna be able to run over those little bumps. They're gonna catch my axles. Yeah, get up here. I have to keep stopping the alt tab over to chat. I don't have a screen yet to be able to see it while I'm playing. Am I from Texas or? or Kentucky. Are you pretty close? Pretty close. I'm from Louisiana. Right next to Texas. Yeah, so I'm used to this kind of disaster area at all. This kind of disaster cleanup. It feels like it's Katrina all over again. This. The only thing is there's not as many trees laying down as in the road to saw up and get out of the way. That's the one thing that I think they should have had more on here, since they do have the logging. And maybe they do have it on the next couple of maps and all that I have to do. Maybe they'll put more trees laying in the road or something. You gotta cut your way through. But that's what we had to deal with a lot of during Katrina. That was the worst part of it, was all the trees. There was so many trees down. You couldn't get down the roads. You pretty much had to, it was like, kind of like in the olden days, you had to recut all the roads, cut through all the roads to get back up and down and stuff, and open up towns so they could get supplies and everything. It was insane. We were just one of the lucky ones. We were way out in the woods, kind of cut off, but our neighbors was a big vet farm, and he would always, during hurricane season, he would buy like brand new generators and stuff and everything just to get prepared, because he needed to keep his power on. And he would usually get an extra one for us, because we're pretty much a household of legally blind people. I mean, there's, my mom's legally blind, my dad's not. He's perfect vision, was in the Navy and all, but just about all my siblings are legally blind there, except one lucky son of a gun, old Shady. He's got perfect vision from my dad. The rest of us, we've all got eye problems of one degree or another. I can't be corrected by glasses or any of that. I didn't even get dirt. I ran all. That's the first time I did it on this video. Just wait, y'all. It's beginning. I did this quite a few times on the other one. I get to talking, and I just get into the routine, and I forget to hit the button. Or I probably hit the button, and the controller's going out. So it didn't fill, and I didn't notice it. Back to the dirt again. But yeah, he would get us generators to get us through the, luckily for Katrina, we actually had to take him up on that offer and get a generator. Because that was pretty bad. You couldn't get water or nothing, and luckily we had a well. We just needed to get power to the well, so we could provide water to everybody in our little area. Check chat, because I'll just talk to them. Do I have that country of an accent? People can tell that I'm like from I don't hear it, I guess just because it's you know, it's my accent, I'm used to it. My mom gets told a lot that she like, you can tell from her accent, even I can tell she's from New Orleans. She's got a real Cajun accent. And that's where I'm originally from, but I was only there till I was like 7, and I went to college in UNO and Southeastern. But never really stayed there long. That city's a little too hectic. Oh, I wanted to run this over and I didn't. So, I think I can get over it. Come on. Come on, little bumps. Don't you stop me. Ooh, no, 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 and don't roll me, please. Oh, shit. I am tipping to one side. This ain't good. Put a little dirt down. Just forward. Please. Go forward right. Down some dirt. Be straight. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. That's a mess. Let's get over here. Alright. Push this past. It's starting to look like a professional road. I'm gonna definitely need some more dirt right there in that little middle part because it looks like it's getting smaller and smaller, whereas these two, the very first part and this end's just getting wider. And then, where's the dip down? So yeah, I didn't put this much dirt there. No, no, wrong button. That was just the brake. Go in reverse. Thank you. Let me go back and forth. I want to try to smoothen this out a little more, so it dips a little easier, not so sharp. Maybe we can see where the bottom is with the dump truck. It's really hard to drag this because I don't know where the engine's going to cut out going in nose first. I also haven't tested this thing to see if I can go like all the way to the smokestack. Maybe that's like a snorkel. I don't think so. I think if I go over the engine compartment, it's probably going to kill on me. I didn't have the parking brake on that thing? Whoa. That was risky. Last time I did that, the sucker almost rolled down into the lake. Matter of fact, it makes me think, I put it on this. Yeah, I did put it on that. To make sure that, because that's the one that I didn't put the parking brake on and it nearly rolled into the lake. I really think that sand is sliding down more and more. Like, it seems like it's getting a little bit harder to get through there each time. Spin. Put the third in. Jeez and Beatles. I'm like hitting it so many times there. Scissor was almost 2 or 3 years old. It's probably about time to get a new one. One stick on it keeps wanting to drift a little bit sometimes. It's not as bad as I've had on some of my other ones I've gotten rid of, but it's enough of a drift to where my friends think I'm on Discord all the time because I don't unplug my controller, I just leave it in. And so it's constantly moving to the side. Discord thinks I'm on all the time and it stays green. And they're just like, I saw you up last night. Why didn't you get on and play? It's like, I wasn't up. I was asleep. The stupid controller is lying. Shit. Little bump there. Try to bump that. Turn. It's a tight spot to turn in. I forgot this road kind of turning a little bit. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, this isn't good. This is good. A little gradual, kind of slide down in. And then I hit something. What the heck? That felt solid. That part of the... It can't be part of the train. No, I'm going over it. It's a little hill. Oh boy! Ooh. Oh, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. Engine sled. We need to pull forward a little bit. Pull forward. We are danger of sledding. There we go. We're good now. Dump it all here. So, that's as low as that tractor can get. You start to get above your windshield. Can I go in cab view? It's not letting me go in the in-cab view. Is it because of the water? There we go. I guess it was because of the water. But yeah, the water gets up to the window in the cab and the engine will start to drown. Alright, let's go get some more dirt. We're gonna fill that in. Make a mound at the end where I stopped, and then we'll start working our way to the road. That gets us past the crane. We can start angling towards the other road. I think we're getting close to halfway. Maybe. Ah. Man, you're all the way on the other side of the world. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been out of the US. That's pretty cool. I would have loved to go on over to Asia, Japan. Pretty much anything over there to see the history. God. I was a big history major in college and stuff, so I would lose my mind if I could actually get being legally blind. I don't really travel much, but I had the chance. Oh, that'd be awesome. I lost my mind. I used to play the Dynasty Warrior games a whole lot, and I love this one character in there, Guan Yu. It was awesome. And then I found out that he actually has his own temple and stuff over in China and stuff. I was just like, oh, that is insane. The game is actually based on true history and all. I was like, that's cool. I mean, some of the Dynasty Warrior games get a little crazy, but for the most part, it's somewhat historically true. capture all the battles and the locations and everything. Some of the games changed it up a little bit, I guess, to get a little more interesting. I didn't care too much for the Dynasty Wars Gundam ones, though. They got a little weird. I like the regular. School Dynasty Wars. I think that was the first game that ever came out on PlayStation 1 when it first came out. That was one of the launch games, was Dynasty Warriors 1. I remember when my brother first got the PlayStation 1, that was the first game we all wanted. It was like, oh, you can actually fight. You can fight whole armies of people. All at the same time. I was talking about it makes me want to play that game. Oh, yeah, I get that sometimes. I got real curly hair, and I used to have dark skin, but now I've been doing a lot of YouTube and I've been inside, so I ain't really been too dark, but I used to get mistaken for Middle Eastern a lot. People used to joke when I'd be in public and I used to have this little satchel. That was my backpack when I was in college, and they'd be like, you better watch putting that thing down next to benches and stuff. Somebody's gonna mistake you for, you know, pick me up or something. And he might be a terrorist. Mainly, one side of my family is more Jewish, so it is kind of around in that area. That's where I probably get my curly hair from and everything. But then the other side of my family is from Germany, so I had a college German class, and a teacher looking at me thought I was from Germany. But once I spoke, she knew it wasn't. She was like, oh, I thought you were from Germany. I was like, no, I've never been. I've been to Europe. Like, you look German. You had the facial features. It's like, yeah, family's German. Just never been there, though. Love to go. But yeah, I get mistaken for Muslim a lot. It's oh, come on, don't get stuck. Get over the rock. There we go. I really want to dump some loads there, but then that's just going to slow down. I don't know if it would be worth it to take the time to try to fill that damn road, or just keep running over it, because we're making good time just running over it still. To fix that's probably going to take a lot of time, because it's going to take a lot of loads. That stuff's going to slide a lot. Might just be better off just open it out. Stop. Come on. No, I wanted to... Dang it, I hit reverse. I want to spin the other way. Oh well. This works. Don't bring the rock out here, though. That's all I need is to have a rock out here to get stuck on. Alright. Oh, and if you weren't here in the beginning, I was talking about, and if you've seen the last live stream of this, I was, talking about a survival game. And I could not remember the name of it. And I went and looked it up, and I went and played it a little bit. And it's called, Outbreak Island. And I would recommend it. If you like, Chee Chee Charlie kind of game where it's a single player and you have like a vehicle like the train and you go around and pretty much get metal scraps and the normal kind of survival stuff, and you have to go to these fixed benches. You can't build the benches and put them anywhere. You have to find them in houses and stuff. So there's like a smelting bench in a certain house, a sawmill in another house, and you've got to go to them to make your material and then bring them back to your main house and upgrade your truck. On this one, it's a truck instead of a train that you use, but it's pretty neat. I played it for like 2 or 3 hours yesterday. I'll definitely play it some more. I may wind up doing a series on it. Spin. Come on, dirt, go in it. Yeah, I was way in there. I hit the button so many times that it didn't load. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what part of Asia are you from? I know y'all are coming up with some crazy cool tech over there and all now. Like I've seen, was it China launched this wind turbine blimp for clean energy and stuff that is just awesome. Whoever came up with that shit, that dude's got to be making a ton of money. And it's like this massive balloon, like airship thing that's shaped almost like the end of a jet engine. And they put a bunch of turbines all around the center cone deal so that it like funnels winds from, I think it was almost 10,000 feet. Well, it's probably more than 10,000 feet. It's like way up there. I mean, it's a big old airship balloon. They can go as high as they can. And, but it catches the winds that are stronger and more steady up there. Generates a lot more power and then sends it through cables all the way down to the ground. Pretty cool stuff. Asia right now, I think, is pretty much where it is for like new tech and all. It's insane the kind of stuff they're coming up with over there. Pretty exciting. I like seeing the dudes coming out of that area. I'll make sure I'm straight on the line. I'm looking that way to see if I'm straight. I need to be looking this way. him, but I might flip. I want to get on it a little bit. Ooh, don't go off the road, Dark. Okay. Just flatten that out. See how that goes. That should get us past it. Yeah, and we just go towards that road. Actually, we look like we're almost more than halfway. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's that far, but it could just be my eyes. Get off this little bridge, chat. Getting down to the sand. Okay. Pakistan. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so Pakistan counts as like South Asia. So I don't know that much about geography. That's probably why most of us Americans don't know that much about geography, man. We are dummies. The majority of us, anyway, especially the South. Is someone like me, I ain't ashamed of saying that I've not been very well educated, especially in high school. I slept through a lot of it, and it was during the Bush era of No Child Left Behind, so you could go through, was it like you fail twice, they just put you through. They just go, just go ahead and go on through. I didn't do that. I slept through classes, and I mean, I still passed the test. I'm just not that good at English. Go figure. My own language. I mean, I'm good at speaking it and everything, and I can read it. It just, if they want me to write a paper, a thesis or something, you know, I don't exactly know where to put the commas and all of that in the right spots and stuff. I'm getting better with it. Doing this YouTube thing and having to deal with autocorrect and all, I'm getting better. But, and I'm not that good with biology and the sciences. History and math, yeah. It was actually, what was it, I went to college at UNO for computer science, but I only lasted like 2 or 3 semesters into that, and was just like, no, this it's not for me. So then I went to Southeastern, and I did like 3 years for my major. I didn't finish the last year, and that was for history. But before all of that, I went to Westwood for game development, and I did finish that. But at the time when I finished that, it costed me so much I went into a lot of debt. And the job offers that I did get were all out in California from like Final Fantasy, want me to do game testing, and I just couldn't do it. And it wasn't until I hit that tractor. It wasn't until I paid off that debt from Westwood that I went to like Southeastern and all and did that to try to get a job. But ultimately my eyes got progressively worse and worse till it got too hard to see really the boards and stuff and navigate and all of that. Which I know kind of sounds goofy when you're watching somebody playing a game and you're like, well, you can see to do this. It's like, yeah, but I'm also sitting like 3 to 4 inches away from this TV screen to play this, so you know, you can't really stand in the lobby of someone's office and then climb up on a billboard or something, or not you know, like a billboard, but like if you're at a fast food restaurant and you want to make an order I can't just like climb up on the counter and stand on it to look up at their sign up there to see how much things cost. 'Cause that's how close I would have to get. So it makes a lot of that kind of stuff a little tougher. And Social Security and stuff don't exactly give you enough money to pay for half this friggin' expensive equipment that they have for legally blind. You know, for someone who is legally blind, to get a magnifying glass for us to see and read from like the lighthouse that are blind, a little magnifying glass that just has a plastic case, it's no bigger than your palm, and it has like 3 lenses in it, and it's like 30 magnification. It's not like the ones that you get out of the gas station, because I get a lot of people that are like, well, I can get you one out of the gas station. That's 5 times or 2 times, you know. That's nowhere near strong enough. These are really strong magnifiers, but they you can get them from some specialty shops, or at least you used to be able to, for like $20-$30, but now you can only get them from like Lighthouse of the Blind or something like that, and it's $60-$70 for one magnifying glass. And when you're legally blind and you got an object that's about the size of your palm, yeah, have fun trying to keep track of it half the time. Like I own, I have 2 good ones that were like $50, $60. But then I've got like 10 little junkier, older ones that I got from my grandpa that are just spread all around the house. And that's just so I can always find one. I try to keep my good one on me at all times. It's like right on my desk. If I leave my desk, I take it with me. I really should put it on a necklace around my neck, but it's not that small. It's a little bulky. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start turning. Start making parking brake on. Know where I was dumping before, so I'm just gonna dump here. I know I can make a mound, and now I can tell where the turn's gonna be. I'll dump the next one in that direction. It seemed like there was kind of a bump right there. I must have put a lot right there in the end. I'm gonna hit that again with the dozer. Got in from hospital. Not my little brother, my older brother. I think they're wanting to go eat, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to hold them off from going off eat just yet, so I can get a little bit more done. But if I do, I will come back later after we eat and do some more. But me going out to eat ain't like, 30-40 minutes and then I'll be back. we're way out in the sticks, so it's like 45-minute drive just to get somewhere to eat. Then like 45 minutes, 15 for service, and all 30 to eat. Another 45 minutes to get back home. Yeah, usually about a 3-hour ordeal, 3-4-hour ordeal, something like that. So it might be a little bit later when I get back on if we do leave here soon. I'm just waiting for them to force me. Yeah, well. Backward moving. Oh, there's Maisie puppy dog. That's one of our 2 dogs. We got a little shaggy, almost like a Australian Shepherd. She's not quite an Australian Shepherd. She's something else mixed with something else. I don't know. We found her under our house one day, just whimpering, a little puppy. I guess she got out of must have got out of somebody else's pen that was breeding them, because we did have a neighbor down the road that has a bunch of them that looks just like it, and he's even come by and acknowledged, like, oh, it looks just like my dogs. But didn't want them, so we kept her. And then the other little pup, we found her one day when we were, she's all black. Pretty much mud. We don't know what exactly she is. She's just a mix of everything. She almost looks like she's a little bit golden lab, but she's all black. And, but she is the sweetest little dog. She'll never bark, but she'll go after anything that comes on the property and messes with you. Like, when we first got them and they were still young, okay, this is a crazy story. They were probably maybe a year old, almost, both of them, pretty much, because we got them nearly at the same time. Oh, but the black one, I didn't say where. We found her at a dumpster in a Dollar General. There was so many puppies back there, and we were trying to get people to come back there and get some of the puppies and stuff, and we got a puppy and all. And but anyway, the story I want to tell, they my dad went out, he takes them out at night sometimes, and we're way out in the woods. Well, they walked upon a snake. Well, my dad, he was the first one, I guess, that walked upon it, and I guess tried to jump back or something, but he said one of the dogs instead, I think it was Shadow, the black one, they jumped in between him and the snake, both of them, and attacked it, and were biting at it and stuff. Both of them got bit on the nose. Poor Shadow, we thought that she was the only one that got bit, and they rushed her to the animal hospital. But little Maisie, well, not little, she's bigger than the other one, but we realized she actually got out, or I realized, because I stayed with her while they took the other one to the animal vet. Well, come to find out, she, like, when I was sitting with her and waiting for news from them, she started like slobbering real bad, and like I could see her face on one side started to visibly swell a little bit, and I was like, oh shit, did she get bit too? So then I tried to feel her face and stuff, and she would grumble at me a little bit, and then when I touched her nose on one side, she would get mad. Like, I've never seen her lift her lip like that to me and show her teeth. Like, she was like, don't touch it. And that's when I tried to touch it again, I bumped it and felt it. The snake's tooth broke off in her nose when it bit her, and the fang was still stuck in there. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to pull it out and touch it to maybe make it worse. And I mean, she was swelling a little bit, but she seemed like she was doing okay, so I just stayed with her till my dad got home, and then he could see a lot better than me, as I said. He got 20/20 vision. And he saw it, and he pulled it out with a pair of tweezers and stuff, and she was immediately a lot happier. Not having that thing sticking in her nose. She was all happy, licking and everything. But then I think they brought her the next day, and they pretty much just said that she was fine. She could deal with the poison. Her body was able to metabolize it or whatever. So they didn't really have to do anything. I think they gave her vitamins or something. That was it. She was fine, and the other one, she was fine too. They were both real tough. But yeah, they fought off that snake and killed it. Oh shit. So we make sure we keep that little machine as close to us when we go outside. So you can tell they have to grow up a little bit as babies in the wild, because these little suckers, when they go outside, my dad and them tell me about how when they're taking them out to the bathroom, they'll run out there and dig up the ground and shit and look for the moles, because we got these little moles that are everywhere, and they go after these little moles and eat them. Not playing with them, they actively hunt them and eat them. They go out there, they'll find the hole, yank them out, eat up a good bit of it, and toss the rest away. And then go looking for another. It's insane. And we feed these little piggies. They're little tummies. Hold on. One. Okay, so they finally came up again. So it turns out that we are going to go eat. I'm gonna, ooh, shoot. I'm gonna back this up. I'm gonna try to take one more load down there. So we've made it to the turn. We are at least halfway there, I think. But we'll have to get the other half. Come back later on. Why can I not climb this? Oh, because I took off the diff or whatever that is. Not sure. Ooh, go down here. Dump this load. Let me check real quick. Oh, hello. Hello, Riley. And you come in just at the end. Oh, shoot. You're gonna be missing it. I'm about to wrap up here in a little bit. Plus you've already heard, because yeah, we're about to go out to eat. But I will be back later on. Probably like 3-4 hours, because we're so far out in the woods. But I'll be back to do some more RoadCraft. Try to get this road done. Oh, this is gonna be a dip, y'all. Ooh, okay. What am I hitting? Oh, there must be something down there. I don't know if I should go any further, if it's gonna flip me. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. No. Okay, that's too far. It's probably far enough. The engine's gonna cut out, so let's just dump the whole thing here. It did not make a mound high enough for me to see, really. I might could see that during the day. But not in the dark. Oh, come on, get out of the hole. Woo. Okay. Love the way the water works on here. It's awesome looking. Alright, let's get to the ship. Alright. You're all for that. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be it for this one. We got a little bit of the land bridge done. We got at least out there to that corner where we're gonna have to start turning, and we'll have to get to that ramp back there, which it actually almost looks like it's almost as long a distance, but I don't know. It might just be an optical illusion. I think we're almost halfway there. You never know, that might be shallower than this, and this might have been the deepest part, but we're almost in the middle of this little lake out where we're at, I think. Or at least this area of the quarry, it looks like. We're just about out in the middle. So we should be going, you know, kind of uphillish. It shouldn't get deeper, I wouldn't think. Unless over there by those cliffs are deeper than over here. But it don't look like it. There's still buildings over there that look like they're about the same height as these other buildings, if not higher. That one's up higher than this one over here. It's nearly underwater. So, but that's going to be it for this one. If y'all like this content, y'all like, subscribe, smack that bell over on Darkoden Gaming. And thank y'all for watching. And I will catch y'all later. Y'all have fun. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, let me check chat real quick. I forgot to, yeah. Oh, hey. This, by the way, it's 3:35 a.m. here. Oh, damn. Yeah, you are up late, man. You go to bed. Go to bed. Jeez. I can't say nothing. I'm up that late half the time myself. I was up to like almost 2, 3 o'clock last night. I probably will be tonight doing this dirt. But, yeah. I'll be back in about 3 or 4 hours. You probably shouldn't be up. You should get to bed, because then the sun will be coming up. But the rest of y'all, if y'all would like to keep watching, I'll be back then. I will try to enjoy. Thank you. Now take it easy.